Colin, how do you want to start this again?
I wanted to start with, fellas, let's make a tier list. First up on the list of tiers, S tier.
True.
That's a good one to start with.
S is S, starting off the top.
Because every like TikTok that has a tier list in it is always like, let's make a tier list of this. So I want to play on that.
All right, first up is S. Everyone's got some very strong feelings about S, right?
I think, okay.
Yeah.
Are we legit starting?
Yeah, we're here. We're in it. We're tearing. I'm
right
tearing
now,
up,
okay.
man. It's so beautiful.
I'm gonna say S tier is honestly like it's iconic and it does the job well. Except people are always trying to make like
It's
SS,
so
SS
overblown,
plus, all
and
that shit. I do legit think it's A tier, but there's a lot of people that feel like, oh, you gotta have S plus for this thing. It's the equivalent of like the kid who's like, my power is every power.
Dude, if double S were here, that'd be an easy F.
Some shit like that.
Honestly,
fair.
I was leaning more towards like a C just because I had lost all my love for S, but you make a very strong argument.
So actually, I was thinking B, and I have one big word: nepotism. A lot of people put like the things that they like in S tier, regardless of whether they should go there. I find S to be in B tier. I find it funny how we've spread S tier between A, B, and C.
We got A, B, C. Do we want to meet in the middle here?
Yeah, I will meet and agree on B tier. Let's talk about a real S tier tier, A tier.
Absolutely.
No one can argue with
I
A
agree
tier.
with that.
A tier
A
gets the
definitely
job
S tier.
fucking done. A tier
No, A
is
tier
where
doesn't get the
people
love it
put shit
deserves.
when you actually put something in A tier, it's because it's actually good.
A earned it.
You
It's the chef's
respect
kiss of
something,
tiers.
it goes
Exactly.
in A tier. You know, it really gets the job done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting the job done, B.
I actually want to address B and C as like a tandem, mid, but like positive in the sense of like, it's all right, it's okay, it's pretty passable. That's B tier. If it's mid derogatory, that is C tier.
Derogatory.
I think B is good.
I don't know.
B feels lazy to
B
me.
upsets me.
When you see something is like, yeah, it's pretty good. B, I feel like B is lazy. I could put B in D tier. All right. So yeah, C tier, as I said, C
S.
is definition mid.
What?
It is insulting. It is insulting to see something that you like in C tier. I do legitimately think it is A or S.
Here's the thing,
Exclamation
I don't
points.
have such strong emotional feelings about C. It is perfect because it serves as a baseline. It is dead center of everything.
Yeah, C is
Dude.
also like a
know what?
prefer not to say or like a no opinion. Like, if you don't give a
Underappreciated
shit
is
about
C.
something, it's C tier.
I had B and A tier and C and D tier. I'm on like
C
opposite
and D?
ends of you
God,
guys.
what do you got against C tier? I wanna
What's
hear.
wrong with
Nah,
C?
dude, whatever is in C is whatever the person making the tier list has no clue about. And that's the last thing you want on an opinionated list. You gotta know what you're talking about, okay? That's what I want
Bro,
in a tier
you think
list.
I know what I'm talking about? You think I've ever read the alphabet before?
I mean, I was under the assumption yes, but you can convince me otherwise.
We'll slot it into A, but like a low A.
I like D tier.
I like D tier a lot. Personally, I've always felt it's an A.
Yeah,
D
D
tier
tier's
feels very, very B to me.
it's solid. I'd say, yeah, I'm more in the B camp. D tier is just like, if you don't really
consensus.
like something but don't actively dislike it, you put it in D tier, you know?
Now, coming up, I want to address the E for elephant in the room here. I freaking hate E tier with the fiery passion.
What the fuck does it
Yeah,
mean?
no.
What is it? It's
What's its purpose? It's not even on half the
A,
list.
B,
What is
C,
it?
D, F.
It's not
You
for
don't
any
even
grading
need it.
system.
It's garbage.
E
It's
is an
fucking
F. No,
garbage.
you know,
I'm glad
no,
we
no.
agree
E
on
is an
E.
E. Screw that.
The definition of F tier is utter garbage, and that is what E tier is.
I
Tier
hate it.
fucking sucks.
And that leaves us with good old honest F.
Yeah, I like F. I would put F and A. I feel like whatever's in F is
a
like
classic of the genre. Nobody puts F minus. There's never a double F.
As someone who's made a tier list of every single Pokemon, when I reserved F tier specifically for that fire monkey, it was out of a deep hatred, and I will always appreciate F tier for having that ability to do that.
When I'm making tier lists of like sports teams that I like, F tier is reserved for the cities that I would do bad things to.
I think right here, this is the definitive tier list. In all honesty and truth, this is what it. And if you don't like it or disagree, we'll put you in E tier. So
Yeah, actually, from now on, folks, tier list will have to be leveled in A, C, F, S, D, B, E. So sorry about that. That's the tier list.
that is our tier list.
Thanks for joining, and that's why I'm glad that I said. And now it can loop like a TikTok.
I was gonna say, enjoy the Speed Fest, everyone.
Oh yeah, that too.